Would you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Sure. So I'm Mike Marinello. I am Global Head of Communications for JPMorgan Payments, and I also run social media and analyst relations.
Also one of the founding board members of Financial Narrative. Well, we're standing here in front of your booth. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing here at Money20.
So we have a biometric solution that we've designed and built ourselves. So what we wanted to do is give the people of Money20 a chance to actually experience a biometric payment experience and how we use it with our devices. And what we did was, this is actually a mock juicery. You go up to the biometric payment pad, use your face, smile, pick your juice, pay, and get your juice and go. It gets this opportunity to see it live. And one of the places, for those of you who are basketball fans out there, we actually have them at the Chase Center, and we have a partnership with the Golden State Warriors.
Where else are you rolling out your biometric payments?
We have them in a number of other places. Our early partners were actually Whataburger. The interesting thing about that was that they selected locations that were nearby universities. Like, they're even testing it out from a market consideration standpoint.
Tell me about the process of building this.
Well, first of all, you have to think about the ideation process. So the ideation process took a couple of months. Once we decided and settled on a juicery, we could quickly then replicate, like, what would that look like in scale? And then it took them about a month and a half to come to design. And then we actually built this on Sunday. We literally just put it up.
This takes a lot of technology. And one of the things you're going to be talking about tomorrow is how to communicate technology in a way that people actually care about. Right. Tell me a little bit about that.
When you're a company like JPMorgan, you have to think twice about when you're putting news out there, how you're going to make it related. With something like payments and something in this space, people are going to say, what is JPMorgan doing in that space? Are they really in that space? So whether it's our biometrics or our blockchain solutions, like, we do not go out and tell a story unless there's a real solution tied to it and a real use case being deployed.
And you make a good point. You know, JPMorgan has so much tremendous brand equity, but not exactly as a tech company, right? And this is heavy tech. How do you feel that the JPMorgan brand blends with the technology that you're trying to put forward?
It's simple. It's show, not tell. We demonstrate it, and I think that's the hurdle to climb.
You've been a comms leader across technology companies, media organizations, multiple financial organizations. What have you seen in terms of new trends in the communications world that you think are really interesting, or that you as a leader are focused on?
I think the importance of storytelling, because there's a lot of hype out in the marketplace, I think storytelling to me is becoming more and more important, and I think true and clear storytelling. The other thing that I've noticed, even though the media universe seems to be shrinking, good old block and tackle media relations is alive and well, and probably more important than ever, because if you can become a trusted resource to a reporter, given all the noise, that's probably more valuable to them. And of course, there's AI, and you can't talk about anything without talking about AI, but it only makes us more efficient and effective in what we do. And I heard this once, I think it was at a Financial Narrative event. AI is not going to take your job, but the person using it will take your job. And those are the things you have to think about. So that's sort of the approach we take from a comms perspective, is how can we apply it to our everyday practices and just make us better and smarter and more efficient?